Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to more Undisputed exhibition matches. Let's have another heavyweight match today. Don't really showcase any Usyk. I mean, I won't be playing as Usyk, I'll be playing as Jones, but the reason I don't play as Usyk is he's a southpaw, and I can't use southpaws, like it fucking throws me off. I have to switch them to orthodox to use them effectively, and that sends a huge mob of angry fans after me. It's like, Usyk's not a southpaw, what are you doing? I can't use him, what do you want me to do? Well, yeah, people don't like it when you use a boxer that isn't the fucking in the default stance. Fucking hell. Should just do it anyway, just to wind people up. What am I doing? Usyk I want. That's not Usyk, that's Tyson Fury. What am I trying to say? All bald people with facial hair look the same. What's Usyk's colours like? Keep him in the white, black gloves. So we're all uniform with our gloves. It's got to be WBC in it. Undisputed difficulty as usual. Simulation. I'll keep everything at default. Look out for the left hook of Roy Jones Jr. going off and up into the air and not tracking the head properly. That's something I hope that they've addressed when this game launches next month, because some of Roy's punches, the head tracking on them is weird. Like I say, particularly the left hook. Speaking of, you know, this game's launch, we're ever so close now. I'm sure a lot of you have just watched the latest video that the Undisputed YouTube channel just put out there. You know, basically G'ing people up for the release of the game, and it's kind of like, you know, this is what the game's going to have to offer. Here's the features, blah blah blah. It's like the hard sell to the public if you're not already on board with the game. That's the trailer to get you on board. I'm not convinced, to be honest with you. I don't think this game is going to recover. Like, I don't think just changing the punch animations is enough. And to be honest with you, if you go back and look at that trailer, there's a gameplay segment, and it is the latest build, by the way. Let's not get it twisted. Like, the gameplay trailer they're showing you, that's what we're going to be getting in October. So in terms of punch animations, yeah, a lot of them were tweaked, but there was a section of gameplay in that trailer, and I can't remember who the opponent was, but there was Ricky Hatton, and I can't remember who else, but Ricky Hatton was throwing those like long body uppercuts. Basically the old style of uppercut that we've been told has been gotten rid of. Like, why are we Oleksandr Usyk, why are we doing a big song and dance about why the punches have been changed, and in the very same trailer we're showing the old punch animations? Like, Ricky Hatton was throwing an old punch animation there. It wasn't an in-tight uppercut. It didn't have that like upward arcing motion to it. It had that long, I'm gonna reach out for your body and uppercut you like that kind of animation. Anyway, here's the corpse of Jimmy Lennon Jr. for your introductions, and I'll come back to this.
From Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
What a pleasure it is to be here.
Yeah, so for a trailer that's supposed to get you like G'd up for this, there was a lot of things in that trailer that I was spotting, and I was like, you didn't clean that up. Like, that's your big come and get this game trailer, and you didn't clean up. Like, there was a fucking shot of one of the fight, I think it was either Riddick Bowe or what's his name, Larry Holmes, and they were like knocked down on the ground, and the camera was like over the top of them looking at their body on the floor, and you could see fucking the boxer's like palm of his hand clipping through the fucking glove. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's on the, you know, we've got everything tidied up, come and get it gameplay trailer, and there's clipping going on and shit, you know what I mean? It's and then you're showing your old punch animations. Like, the point I'm getting at is with this fucking rant, and it's been a while since I've ranted on this game like hardcore, like, you know me, I've been one of the biggest sort of critics of this game, but at the same time, I want it to sort of do well and improve. That's why I'm criticising it. But I'm not convinced this is going to, changing the punches is not going to be enough to save this game, to be honest with you. Like, they showed bits off about the career mode, and I was actually really alarmed of how little changes that they look like they've made to the career mode. Like, for a start, I mean, I'm not talking about the sliders and things like that for shaping what your boxer looks like, because to be honest with you, I think they've actually done a good job with the sliders. You know, you can actually,
the respect both fighters have for each other.
if you're creative with things like that, like sculpting likenesses, I think you're going to actually really enjoy like your options there. And Usyk fucking jaw-jacking me early on. And Roy's Philly shell, not looking too good there, just very upright. Need to survive this round. It's going to be an early night. Yes, so like I say, the sliders in career mode, they don't need to be touched. They're good. You have a good range of extremity on the sliders. You can either make like a really realistic looking character or a completely like Skyrim, like goofy, like max all the sliders out to the extremes. Oh, beautiful right up there from Usyk, getting knocked down in the first round. Because I'm fucking ranting here, I'm just not dialed in at all. Roy getting put on the canvas. See, look at the Philly shell there as well. Like when I was actually holding block there, but because Roy's using the Philly shell, he's not bringing the shoulder up to shield his face. So it just looks like he's just stood upright and not even trying to evade. But yeah, things that I didn't like in the trailer with the career mode was you can still only pick 3 types of shorts. Like, what's up with that? Like you should have way more options to choose from in terms of your clothing. You know, and I'm not even getting into the whole like robes thing. You know, like there's an army of people out there who think this game is a failure if there's no robes in it. Like just on that lack of content alone, that game to some people is a flop. No robes in the game? Fuck this game. Referee not in the ring? Fuck this game. Mike Tyson not in the game? Fuck this game. You know what I mean? It's like the holy trinity of things that should be in the game there for certain people. Like, they're not even looking at this game. I mean, you lot are excluded from the conversation. Like, I mean, I do want those things in the game, but is having just those things in the game alone gonna make this game awesome? No. Like, putting them 3 things in the game does not automatically make this game amazing. So the lack of more choices in career mode is a huge fucking letdown. Like, I was thinking, oh yeah, they'll let us pick from, like, you know, old school shorts and more variations in you know, colour options, and maybe we could put some sponsors on the shorts, you know, in different locations, you know, on the thigh, across the arse, along the you know, the belt line. Like Usyk and Jones have got their name on their fucking, you know, waistline of their fucking shorts there. Can we do stuff like that? It doesn't look like we can, and I was kind of hoping that's what we would get in terms of extra customization. But the career mode looked barely any different. Like, and you know, as you're aware, on my other channel, I'm going through the career mode now.
He misses with that jab.
Skill for skill.
And you know, you can't do the fucking training games. Like, you know, and that's been always the case. Like, since they launched the career mode in early access.
He settled back in,
but I was thinking, oh, maybe down the, you know, maybe that's just like a placeholder idea. Maybe down the line they're going to like give you the option, if you want, to do the training mini games, because, you know, having options is great in a career mode in any game. It's just having the option to pick this or that is what you want. But when the game is just like, no, it's this way, and if you don't like it, go and fuck yourself. I don't know, that kind of takes a bit of the immersion out of it for me. Like, if we're talking about immersion, you know what I mean? And all you online lads, like, if you're thinking, shut the fuck up about the career mode, like, the online world is not my world. Like, I've been an offline gamer for the most part, most of my life, and I grew up in an age where we didn't have the fucking internet. So I can rely on playing offline, you know what I mean? I don't need to have an online experience. So if you're only interested in the online, just, you know, you don't need to listen to what I'm saying here, but like, for some of us who enjoy going through a career mode and like trying to immerse yourself in that, you know, whole experience of a boxer working his way up from the bottom and trying to get to the top. You know what I mean? Like, the training games add to that immersion. I mean, yeah, give us the option to skip them if you want. You know, I mean, my mind goes back to some, like, you know, even the early Fight Night games. It's like, you could, yeah, you could simulate the training sessions if you wanted to. You know, and you'd get like a certain score for simulating it, but you would always get a better score if you actually manually played the training session, you know, and that's just the way it was. If you chose to put the work in yourself in the training camp, you would always get a better score, but if you just chose to simulate, the game would be kind of like, instead of getting an A for that training session, you'll get a B every time, but if you played it yourself, you could come away with an A every fucking time, you know what I mean? If you wanted to do the training session, sometimes you might not want to, sometimes you might want to skip it, and that's where you've got the option. But not having the option is a huge fucking letdown to me. Like, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way when it comes to the training games. You know, and they've got some interesting ideas for, you know, just what they had written down as training sessions. You know, skipping ropes and fucking defensive sparring, offensive sparring. You know, they could have the double end bag. They could have a, you know, a fucking teardrop bag where, or a maze bag where you're just bobbing your head and you're not even throwing punches. You're just slipping out the way of a maze bag. You know what I mean? Like I say, speed bags, double end bags. You know, fucking training dummies, a coach holding the mitts for you, you know what I mean? They could have some really great training games, like even, like, you know, UFC Undisputed 3, you know, they had like tire flipping, you know, to build up like core strength and stuff like that, tire flips, and what else did they have in that game? Oh, sprawling, like you'd have to fucking sprawl on top of a ball that got rolled towards you, and you'd have to sprawl on it, like just little things like that. It wasn't even about throwing punches. It was just like a mini game that sort of translates into, you know, what you're going to be doing in the fight, and you'll get rewarded on certain stats depending on what body. You know what I mean? You've played training games before. You don't need me to explain it to you. But the fact that that's not in the game as a choice option is a huge letdown. Like, huge letdown.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest.
Well, I know I've fucking ranted to. I barely took a breath, but like, it's been a while since I've had a good rant on this game. Like lately, I've just kind of accepted what it is, or tried to, and just kind of accept it. But I'm just like, I'm sick of just like accepting shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be wowed by a fucking game for a change and think, you know, the last time I got wowed by a game was fucking Elden Ring, and I came to that game late, you know, with its life cycle, you know what I mean? But like, nobody can get past that. Like, that's why I've started to like try and learn Unreal Engine and try and make my own game, and yeah, it'll probably take years to learn that fucking software, but I'm just like, I'm not seeing the, like, I think I can speak for so many of us when I say, like, a lot of us are still waiting on that, like, you know, call it boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or UFC, MMA. Like, a lot of us are still waiting on that combat sports game that we still haven't quite got yet. Let's be honest, like, we're still waiting for it. Like, no, there isn't the one game that's done it, and we're all kind of like, oh, this is the game. You know, this ticks all the boxes for, you know, whatever your sport is, boxing, you know, kickboxing, K1, Muay Thai, MMA, like, we're still waiting for it. And, you know, maybe I thought to myself, oh, I've got ideas for a really good, at least stand-up striking game. I don't want to try and learn how to do it. But to be honest with you, like, whether this game succeeds or fails or not is, to me, it's irrelevant, because, I mean, this game for me is just like a stopgap until a better offering comes along, really. Like, and the game I'm looking forward to is that one that Overhand Interactive are working on. Like, I can't wait to play test that game. I really can't wait to get my hands on that. It just looks like it's got what I want in terms of, like, you know, stand-up, you know, striking and stuff like that. You know, not only they're not just focusing on a boxing game, they're giving people a choice of like kicking or punching, which is great. I love that they're doing that. But just the way it looks, and I mean, obviously I can only go off what I'm looking at. I haven't had hands-on experience with that game, but I can only go off what I'm seeing, and from what I'm seeing, it looks like I might enjoy that game. Obviously, I have to play it to get a full experience of it. I might play it and think, actually, this is bollocks. you know, it's a completely different experience watching and doing. But that's what I'm kind of watching very closely in terms of its development.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
But yeah, just to like I say, just to round off me rant here, like I'm not convinced at all by all this hype that the game is getting. This game, should I say, at the moment, because we're drawing closer to release. Oh, there's a beautiful counter uppercut. Like I'm not. Oh, hard power straight over the top from Roy. Rocks Usyk back a little bit in.
Well done with that counter shot.
And I should mention, by the way, I wanted to mention this at the start of the video, but I got fucking sidetracked with me fucking rants. I actually got an email the other day off Steel City's fucking marketing team. I had to like double check to make sure it was actually them. I thought, is this some kind of Nigerian fucking scam artist trying to get my fucking details? And it was a short and sweet email, and it is actually from their fucking their marketing same email address, you know what I mean? And it was a short and sweet email. It just said, hey, I can't remember exactly, but I'm paraphrasing. It said something along the lines of, hey, live a shot, we'd love to send you. Oh, Usyk getting fucking clipped and dropped at the end of the round. What a fucking comeback from Roy, fucking hell. Hard straight to the body, coming up the middle with the left upper. Oh, and almost ironing Usyk out with that right straight to the body. See Usyk's tit there? Fucking hell, he had a bit of a gyno tit going on. Did you see that? I'll be testing that cunt, get him to piss into a bottle after this match. Fucking, he had an Israel Adesanya gyno tit. Yeah, anyway, fucking hell, getting sidetracked again. So I'm paraphrasing, but the email said something like, hey, live a shot, we'd love to send you a launch day package. Can we have, you know, your address and your name to where to send this to? And that was basically it, like, best regards, Undisputed team. So I'm like, you know, once I'd kind of deduced that it was actually them, I was like, oh, first of all, that's the first time since I've had this channel in, I don't know, started what, in 2016, uploading games. So if my math checks out, that's 8 years of, like, you know, YouTube and games, and that's the first time I've ever been contacted by a dev. Actually, second time, that's a lie. I did actually get a contact message off someone trying to offer me a Steam key to an indie boxing game. It's like a 2D pixelated boxing game. I think that Shield Ricky J shielded on his channel a couple of times. Oh, there's a big right hook from Usyk there. Roy getting hurt again after scoring that knockdown. So yeah, so it's technically the second time I've been contacted by a dev, but yeah, once I'd realised it was Steel City, I was like, well, what's a launch package exactly? Like, what are they gonna?
Perfect game plan. The thing is,
I know the boys are talking over themselves. What's going on? Commentary team's going nuts. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, well, what could it be? Like a launch package? I mean, it can't be like a. I mean, I've already said not on camera, but in commentary, like I've already paid for this game early access. I'm not buying the deluxe edition. Like, there's no way. I don't care about having extra boxes and things like that. Like, the early access people should have got that offered, given to them either at a heavily discounted price or for nothing. Like, for testing the game on early access since January 2023. Still here. Still here. Okay, recovered now.
I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
So I'm like, what is it? Like, what are they on about sending me? So I've already said that I'm not upgrading my game with extra boxes, and I'm not giving them more money. So I thought, oh, maybe they might, you know, send me like a code or whatever through Steam where I can just unlock the rest of the shit. But that's not what it is. Like, what? And if they were going to do that, why did they need my home address? Do you know what I mean? It's like they could just send that through in a fucking email with a Steam key. So what are they actually going to send me in the mail? They're actually, is it a fucking fridge magnet? Is it a fucking Undisputed fridge magnet saying thanks for fucking playing early access? Here's something that you can stick on your fridge. You know, fucking all the best. Thanks for fucking, you know, showcasing our game and not even getting paid for it.
back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up.
You know, what is it? Like, I thought maybe it's a console version of the game. Maybe, you know, they might be gracious enough to say, do you want to play test the console version to sort of try and shield to the console community for us? Honestly, I've got no idea what they're going to send me. So that whole rant that I just went on there is to just let you know I've been contacted by Steel City and they're going to send me something, and that's it. But I've just been scratching my head thinking, like, what could it possibly be? Oh, look at that beautiful three-piece there from Usyk. Fucking hell.
I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be
Oh, that was the cleanest fucking AI combo I've seen that actually looked like a fucking combination.
Lights out right there.
Jab 1-2, and then that lead right up it for Usyk. Fucking AI slapping me around here. Fucking hell. This might be the end of the fight.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's the end of it. About time I fucking got beat, isn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking Usyk getting one back for the AI.
A knockout win.
I was in fucking rant mode there. I wasn't even fucking paying attention half of the time. Fucking too busy trying to get my thoughts across. It's not the best time to do a rant video while you're trying to play against the AI at the same time. I should just have some footage rolling in the background and then just sort of talk over the top of that if I want to clearly get my points out. I know I was all over the place. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Fucking hell. Covered the whole gamut. Complaining about the fucking release of the game. Letting you know that Steel City are trying to get me to shill for them in some capacity. It's probably just going to be a fucking fridge magnet in it. Let's fucking be honest. Alright, let's see if we can redo this one without me yapping over the top of it this time. Going into a rant. It's hard to focus. Playing against the AI on its hardest setting when I'm mid-rant as well. Let's see if we can get a bit of revenge.
This bout is
The corpse of Jimmy Lennon Jr.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That uppercut does not score.
There's something going on with Roy's character, like, I can't fucking describe what it is, but he behaves differently to some of the other boxers. Like, his defense is just like, it's almost like when you play as Roy, it's like, you're not, like, you've basically got no block. Like, so many shots get through on him. Oh, fucking big power shot there from Roy. Oh, and another one over the top. Look at how we knocked him down in the fucking first round this time.
That body punch right there buckled him.
That's not a body punch, Todd, but whatever. You know, the game's only at full release within a month, and the commentators think a punch to the head is a body shot. Get your pre-orders in, everyone. Fucking Undisputed's on riding into town. Fucking hell. This game is not ready for release, I'm telling you. It's just not.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny.
Roy scored on a knockdown early on.
Play defense here.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Oh, nice counter jab there from Usyk. Roy was trying to uncork that power straight.
Not just height. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round.
Oh, the power shots look fucking dreadful, don't they? Look how, like, looks like a street fight.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
See, we can
Ring the bell, and here
not
we
throw
go.
it away and
His
get
eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How
dropped
do you think he's going to do after
in
being
the
knocked
second
down
after
in the last round?
having a good first.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation.
And
Oh,
we may
power
see a
straight.
stoppage here.
And the hook over
And
the
they're
top, and
down.
Usyk gets
Just
dropped
when you
again.
thought it couldn't get any worse. Imagine seeing this
Hard
punch
straight to the
coming
body.
and not
Oh,
being
huge
able to
left
do
hook
anything
over the
about it.
top.
A shot from the gods took him
Yeah,
out.
not the biggest fan of the power shot animations. Like so much like telegraphing as well on that. Like how like Roy completely like corked his body to the left there to unload the power shot, and you should be doing that with a left hook. Really, you should be like, you know, corking your body to the left a little bit, and then using that momentum to fire the left hook off. Oh, and Usyk's up on 9.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action.
Couple of
we
good
get
power
it
shots
back
landed
up.
there.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
A nice 3-piece there from Roy.
Every time he throws a punch, they're
Oh,
always
and
looking for
Usyk
that
getting just
KO.
caught.
And we could
Just
see
staying
and
there.
down goes Oleksandr Usyk.
The fucking left hook from
Wow, that seemed to be the
You know,
punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
the telegraphed
I've
left
gotta
hook
see
from
that
fucking
again.
1,000
Where did
yards
that
away, and
come
Usyk
from?
still there. Gets jacked with the right straight, and then there was supposed to be a left uppercut to the head, but Usyk, it looks like he registered it to the body. Oh, that's it. Bailing to get up in time. That's Usyk done. Here we go.
You
Sure,
heard that
it's a
right,
bit
ladies
better
and
performance when I'm
gentlemen.
not
A
fucking
knockout victory
ranting
and
for
one of the
20 plus
biggest
minutes.
surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived.
But yeah,
Try
as soon
that
as
again.
the whatever the
All
mystery
over
gift
again.
is from Steel City, whenever that arrives in the mail, I'll be sure to let you know what it is. It's probably a fucking fridge magnet, but maybe it'll be something more. Who knows? I'll let you know. Keep it up to date. But I will not shill for these fuckers. Mark my words. If they think they can get me on board with this bullshit, I've got another thing coming. I'll fucking Mr. on the fence. My integrity's going to stay intact. I'm not fucking shilling for any of these fuckers. Anyway, that's definitely going to do it for the video. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.